So thank you for hopping on for our June call. I am excited for summertime and for Coach Summit next month. I can't believe it's almost here. It feels good to have Coach Summit next month, though. I would tell you what, end of the school year and then like jumping into Coach Summit in June was kind of hectic. So it feels good to have some time still. Okay, so we are into June. First up, we have some recognition for our May Life Changers. We had Carol, Amy, and Danielle all achieve Success Club in May, and Heidi, Heather, Lisa, and Judy all on the board with points. So congratulations to you guys for taking the time to invite and to share your own journey and to not give up on people and make a difference in their lives by getting them started on their own health and wellness journey. Some more recognition. I posted this in the team page, but I wanted to just shout these coaches out again. These are all of our coaches who are current Star Diamond, Diamonds, Rubies, our rare ruby, and emeralds on the team, which is awesome because not only are you helping to change lives and helping your clients, but you're also helping your clients either get started with coaching for the discount or to help them build the business so they can pay it forward also. Both are amazing, and I'm very proud of all of you, all of these faces. And if you have a goal to be on this board, on our cover photo for July, reach out to me. Let me know. I can help you out in any way that I can to help you get there. I also wanted to give a little shout out to some of the coaches on our team. So we have our Dream Builders, which our Dream Builders are Emerald coaches and above that are actively building their business. And within our Dream Builders, and again, this is offered to anyone within our team that's an Emerald or above to get in on Dream Builders. But within the Dream Builders, we are doing a countdown to Summit. And that consists of taking this opportunity to really get good at the basics and make them a habit and be really solid with them leading up to Summit, because whether you are going to Summit or not, big things can happen for your business at that time just because of the momentum, the announcements, the excitement, the energy, and you can really take advantage of it, especially if you are in the routine of these vital behaviors and these actions that we as coaches should be taking every day. So this is a fun challenge that some coaches put in $20 just to kind of like that health bet that some of us have done or are doing with our clients, but this is a coach bet where they have the ability to just do the actions, do their crap, and earn these points and get a piece of the pot. And I think it's up to like $440. I think we have over 20 coaches, which is awesome. So shout out to Diana, Christy, Kimberly, Dawn, Casey, Lisa, Julie, Steph Lichty, who just had a baby today, and she wanted to be in this because she wants to grow her business, Danielle and Carol. So awesome job, ladies. I'm super excited to work with you during this month and leading into July up to Summit. Okay, just a reminder that two specific reminders that are changes, actually three. Our coach info session, we don't have a specific date for it because it's all month long now, or anytime you can add people to it. So make sure that you utilize that and make it a point to be intentional instead of just having a certain date that you're going to add people to it. Maybe set a goal for yourself each week of how many people you want to invite to that coach info session, but it's all organized in units. All the information is there for people to easily access and learn what they need to learn about this opportunity. And then it also has all these different coach prompts so you can share your specific journey too, and your thoughts about the opportunity and everything. So it gives all of us coaches a voice to share about the opportunity and for people to hear from you. Jumpstart your business. That actually happened last night, but just so you know, for the future, for your new coaches, instead of it just being Emerald in 24 hours, it is a Jumpstart Your Business call, and it includes the vital behaviors and touching on the Success Club tracker. It talks about achieving Success Club and what that is, and also achieving Emerald, your first rank advancement. So it's kind of just a quick overview on all three of those topics instead of just Emerald. And then our Zoom workouts were changed. We are now 6 a.m. We've pushed it back 30 minutes, and we are 6 a.m. on Fridays. If you haven't seen yet, this is the June focus. What is huge is that Summer Strong sale. All challenge packs that are $150 or more are $20 off. So that means like our most popular challenge pack, the Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology, is only $140 this month, which is huge. They also, I didn't check it out yet, but there was a new To Be Mindset 30-day meal plan, which I think that's awesome. Anytime that we can get more meal planning resources and recipes is great. So definitely check that out. I posted in our team page, and do me a favor, if you didn't do it today yet, go do it right now. But Christopher is one of Scotty's coaches, and he is up for the Beachbody Challenge winner. So if you've been to Summit before, the last night at Celebration, they go over the 8 different finalists in the 4 different age categories, for women and for men. And he is up for the 30 to 39 male category. He has lost 168 pounds in 2 years, which is incredible. So if you can, vote for him tonight, and make sure you vote for him the rest of the week. It's just Monday through Friday, but you can vote once a day. All right, and that brings me to our guest speaker tonight. So we get to hear from Christy tonight. I got to spend a lot of time with her on our retreat in Utah, which I was very, very grateful to have her there and to get to know her more and have that time together. And for those of you that don't know, I shared this, but she has a lot of social media background through Proverbs 31, her online Bible studies that she helps run. And she is also in the middle of her training with John Maxwell. She will be a certified John Maxwell coach as of, it's August 23rd, right? I think I remember that because that's my dad's birthday when you told me that. So she is, and I had asked her, okay, either one, which one? Do you think social media or go the, personal development John Maxwell route? And we talked it over, and we went with the social media route because we thought that she has tons of information and tangible ideas and tips for you tonight. She spent so much time and has some awesome resources for you. So thank you so much ahead of time, and I'm excited to hear from you. So I'm going to stop sharing, and you can take it away, Christy.
Can I give her a shout out real quick?
Sure.
Because she won't say this. So Christy has since Christy has taken over Proverbs 31 Ministries social media, she has increased their followers by 488%.
That's insane.
Amazing. We are blessed to hear from her tonight.
Awesome. So excited. Thank you for sharing that, Kimberly. And Christy is Kimberly's PS coach.
Yes. So that's what I was going to say. Michelle, is there somewhere I should put that document so everybody can follow along?
Yeah, you can post it in our team page, or you can pull it up on the screen, or I can pull it up on the screen for you.
Okay. I will post it as I go along, so that way you know that you don't have to write a lot of it down. I have all the notes so you can just kind of follow along. So is it okay? I'm just going to post real quick on the team page.
Yeah.
Okay. So I did want to, because I am fairly new at coaching, well, I'm not actually fairly new. I'm fairly new at actively coaching and not just getting the discount. And I'm one that Kimberly had to, I don't want to say bother, but she did. She bothered me a lot, and I said no so many times. So I was definitely that annoying person. But she never gave up on me, and she kept encouraging me, which is why I'm here. Utah really just kicked me off to be able to spend time with some of you. It is a community. It is like a family, and that alone is worth the investment. So just some quick numbers, because I really am learning a lot about coaching. I do want you to think that you can trust me on social media. These are kind of our numbers for Proverbs. So I have a team of 90 volunteers that run every social media platform for Proverbs. And our Proverbs 31 online Bible studies has 450,000 followers. And our Instagram has 385,000 followers. Our main ministry has 2 million, or I don't know where I put that. Our main ministry has 4 million followers and 1.2 million on Instagram. So I'm meeting with lots of social media people every week. And I put in this document, it would be good if you could pull it up, because I do have ADD and I feel like I'm about to word vomit on you all. So if you pull it up, you can follow along really well. So don't get too overwhelmed with this. Just implement what you can. If you don't understand, you can definitely ask me questions, but there's definitely something you can start with. So if you look at your document, I would say definitely start with number 1 and 10. So when you go to this, you see number 1 is be social and engage consistently. And that consistently is the key. So what most studies show is that we should, whether it's a business account, no matter what, we should be posting at least once every single day. And that's when both Facebook and Instagram look at you and say, okay, you're real, you're not necessarily a spammer, and the algorithm will like you better for that. So it's best, don't be shy, talk about things. One of the biggest mistakes is that we will post all our posts, but then we're not engaging with the people that are caring about our posts, the people that are actually commenting. So this is one hack that you can try, and this works actually a little better for Facebook than Instagram. And don't freak out, it's not as hard as it sounds, but 30 minutes before you're making a post you want everyone to see, go engage the doo-doo out of people. Just comment on other people's stuff, engage with pages, but the number 1 rule, never reply with 1, 2, or 3 word comments, because that will look spammy, and never reply with just an emoji. I do it all the time, and I know that Facebook nor Instagram likes it. Come up with a sentence or something heartfelt, because the quality does matter. So if you spend about 30 minutes engaging before you post something you want people to see, you will skyrocket in the feed. And that definitely works for every account of every sizes. So obviously consistency is the absolute must for Instagram growth. Don't beat yourself up if you don't post, but try to think if I'm on social media and I want this to work, I've got to post, and I need to have something every day. You definitely want to consistently engage with people. I notice most of you do this really well. You reply to everyone that talks to you, and not just a like, but reply a heartfelt comment once in a while, and the algorithm just loves that. So the trust and the loyalty of your followers is a big deal. And if you show up consistently every single day, over time, it's going to make the biggest difference. Okay, we are still on number 1. And this is just kind of something I did, so I don't want you to do the same. If you follow people and they follow you back, unless you have figured out that person is nothing what your niche or brand is, never follow people to get a bunch of followers and then diss them. Instagram will automatically count that as spam, and you will take a long time to recover. So the only time that's okay is if you accidentally follow someone and it's not what you want to see. Okay, so now we're on number 2, if you can see that, and it says, who do we follow and do our captions matter? So I'm still paying for this that I did a while ago. I went on a follow spree and I just followed everybody. I went to Instagram jail like 10 times and they marked my personal Instagram as spam. I am still not recovered from that, and I'm paying for it by trying to show them that I'm real and I'm here to engage. Never follow more than a few people at a time, and only follow those that you want to follow. So this could be health, fitness, wellness, nutrition, faith. That's the people that you want to follow. So we know that Instagram is not a human being. It's an algorithm. And it's easy to forget that the algorithm determines how successful your post is going to be. The algorithm decides if they like your post or not. So why does this even matter to us? Because knowing that the success of your Instagram account is in the hands of an algorithm, you want the algorithm to know that your account is real. You want to have a specific topic, purpose, subjects, and keep it that way. So one of the big things about Instagram is it's about letting people into your life. So try to talk about your life as well. Add in that healthy mix of family posts, faith posts, whatever else, but just don't go crazy. You stick to your few topics, and that's your main purpose. And that's only for Instagram, not Facebook. So another thing that's kind of, this is tying into captions. So there's a lot of debate right now whether you should have long, heartfelt, thought out captions, or if you should just have one-liners with funny taglines. And that's something you have to play with yourself. For my personal account, I haven't figured it out yet, but for my Proverbs account, they don't want one-liners. The people that are really looking at our Instagram, they want to hear what we have to say, and they want to go a little deeper. So we throw in those one-lines once in a while, but for us, I think it's good to throw in those longer, heartfelt posts too, and I think everybody does that pretty well. So this is something that's kind of new for us. I hope I'm going by the document and I'm not like word vomiting on you. So I hope you're following. But something newer for us is, if you know, when you follow a new account and it says suggested accounts to follow, well, this is a new big way for people to find you. So you want to become one of those suggested new accounts to follow. And the way to do this is by not following the random people, sticking within your niche, your circle, your purpose, and that's how you can become a suggested account. And yes, you can become a suggested account with under 1,000 follows. So it is possible. For our Proverbs account, 80% of new followers come from that suggested page. So that's a pretty cool way. So we talked about the in-depth story, and you definitely want to always make sure you're including CTAs once in a while, which is a call to action. And you want to mix those up. You don't always want to say the same thing. You want to get creative. You want to ask questions and ask for their feedback. Ask what they think about things, and that will get them in the engaging. So number 3 is my favorite, my biggest, and we could have like 25 calls about this. So you'll see it says hashtags matter. I don't know if I put on your document, but hashtags matter a whole lot. And I inserted a separate document for you to look at this. So 11 hashtags or more will increase your engagement by 442%. And that's a fact. It just will. So you want to look at hashtags. There's several different methods. I know sometimes you want to cry from the hashtags and you don't know what to do. So I'm going to skip some of this just so I don't take too long. But you never want to use like 1 or 2 word hashtags. There's too many people looking at that. And if you use just hashtags that have over 1 million people using them, nobody in the world is going to see what you're saying, because the accounts with close to 1 million followers are going to be the only ones getting people to see those hashtags. So a good way to start is called the 10 method, and there's several ways to do this. So the first, recommended for those that are more established, and you can see on the document that I added hashtags that have high density and low density. So you want to use all 30 hashtags, and they don't look good in your caption. And this is why you do not put your hashtags in your caption. You put them in your first comment. So then it still works the same, but your post isn't looking all crazy with 30 hashtags. So it's called the 10 method because you use 10 hashtags that have 1 million or more people using them. You use 10 hashtags that have under 1 million people. And I would say that if you're just starting off, we're going to go even lower. But then the last 10 are 10,000 and under people using that hashtag. And your whole point, your whole goal of hashtags is that you want to have a hashtag in the top 9 photos. Because if you ever get in the top 9 photos for any hashtag, you will be just jumping for joy at how much engagement you get. And it is possible because I've been in the top 9 twice on my personal page, which is struggling. So it is possible, and that's why you have to play with it. I don't want to take too long on this because we have a few more, but if you open your phone and you go to post an Instagram post, if you go to that and you go ahead and do it so you can see, and you type in that, don't post anything, but just type in the hashtag and start playing with it. So let's say you're posting a workout picture, and you want to get your 10 that are high density, your 10 hashtags that are mid density, and your 10 hashtags that are low density. Type in words you think apply. Fitness mom, that's definitely going to have way too many, but you can use a few of those. So you can see how many people are using them and just play with it until you find your 10, 10, and 10. Don't let this part overwhelm you or freak you out. This is the #1 way right now to get a lot of followers. So Instagram is instant gratification. They want immediate, and your hashtags are the only way for more people to see your photo right away. So the longer it goes on, the less likely you're going to be in feeds. So that 10-10 method is a great place to start. I have 2,000 followers, so if you have lower, I do 10 with under 1 million, 10 with under 100,000, and 10 with under 10,000. And that has worked the best. And you put those in that first comment, not your picture. And you can see on that document, I looked up some of the larger and smaller ones, but you definitely have to just play with it.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yes.
So, and you might have it in the document, so I might be asking something that you have in the hashtag document, but can you repeat the same hashtags?
That's a great question. So once Instagram just recently changed their algorithm, you absolutely do not want to be using the same hashtags every time because you will be marked as spam. Everybody's being marked by spam right now as Instagram. and they are using, if you're using the same 3 hashtags every photo, they're not going to like you. So you want to switch it up a little.
What if you had like 3 different lists, let's say, and you like alternated between those lists? So instead of like having to type all those, you know what I mean? Because I usually try to keep a group of hashtags. What if you just like alternated through those lists? Would that work?
That's what I do. And I did attach lists on the hashtag document with high and low density hashtags, but I did that on Memorial Day and it's already changed some. So you just have to look at that. But yes, to have a list, that way you can copy from each like section: fitness, health, nutrition, coaching, mindset, girl boss, and use a variety.
Awesome. Thank you.
So hashtags are really cool to play with. You can't really mess up or hurt yourself as long as you're not using the exact same hashtags on every photo. Okay, so I think that's it on hashtags. If you look at the hashtag document, you will see ways to do that. Let me add this real quick because this is a new thing. You're going to freak out about this too because it's so much commitment. But let's say your goal this week, you're getting in that top 9 photo, and that's what you want to do. Then the hashtags you are using, your favorite few hashtags, type in that hashtag, look at the top 9 photos, and comment on those top 9 photos. And then if you want to take it farther, click the recent tab right beside top and comment on like 1 to 5 of the most recent. And if that's one of the hashtags you want to get in the top 9 of, that will really help you. Okay, I think that's good on hashtags. So next we're on stories, which Michelle, I love your stories. You do so good with that. But basically this is what it comes down to. If you don't use stories, you should be. Instagram and Facebook secretly favor people that are using their stuff, their features. So live videos and stories, they are secretly putting you at the top of the feed for using them. One thing that really freaks me out with this is you hear everywhere that you should have a minimum of like 20 to 30 stories. Lots of people will disagree with me on this, but I don't think that's necessarily true. I think as long as they're quality, you can have less, but there is a minimum, and I think that's 3 to 5. So you should always have 3 to 5 stories and make them relevant and let them tell a story. Let's see. And you definitely want to use that same principle of whatever your niche, your circle. For me, it's family, fitness, faith, and nutrition. Well, I use food because it's all F's. That's my niche. And I'm not going to go outside of that for Instagram no matter what. Because then I'm getting and attracting people like us, and that's what we want. We don't want random, I heard y'all had some crazy men asking for you and all kinds of stuff. So just stay in your niche. Don't talk to them. That sounds really mean. Okay, so the social media posting times, you will have to open the document for this if you can. I made a small little graphic with the best times to post. That is for mid to late 30 to 40-year-old women with children, because that's the audience for myself and that's the audience for Proverbs. So you might have to play around with that if you have a different audience. There are 2 days that are definitely known, 3. Wednesday is definitely the best for Instagram all day long. Thursday is definitely the best for Facebook all day long. And I know I messed up. I put Sunday as the best time for both of them. But Sunday has all of a sudden not become good, and weekends just really don't get much reach. For Instagram, if you have a full-time job and you're a mom or you're not, when are you on? Probably when you wake up, probably at your lunch hour, and probably right before bed. That's when you go for it. And you just have to play around with that. Once again, you've got to post every day. That's just a big deal. It does take longer for Instagram to like you for it, but you have to post. Okay, so number 6 is tag your location, your people, and other companies. This is a great statistic to me. When you tag a location of where you are, it will definitely increase your performance by 79% by tagging that location. You also want to tag people. Like if we had a picture of our team call, you want to tag the people in it. That shows that you're engaging, but you've got to be careful and not go crazy with tagging everybody all the time. Locations, you can't really go wrong with. Okay, number 7. So this is probably the most difficult of all of them. It's better photography, themes, and colors. And we just can't dive deep because there's so much to this. So don't get overwhelmed here. You can start really simple by finding that one filter you love and using that filter for every picture. Now, with that said, Instagram is all about visual appeal. So you do want to have some sort of idea of how you're posting. I think most coaches are using quotes with a background, and that's a great thing to do. The biggest thing, I will take a picture of my kids that is like the perfect laugh or face, but it's blurry. But I don't care. That's the picture I love, and I'll post it. Don't. Just say no to every blurry picture. It's not a good idea. That's something that Instagram like dings you on. So I did attach an article from Preview app. Preview app is my favorite Instagram scheduler and planner, and they do have a free version. I included the article where you can get a checkerboard grid pattern with just down the middle, which is my favorite, of like the quotes down the middle. So if you click on that link, it will take you step by step how to get any grid you want to get. So lots of people are very scared to use stock images or to create their own in PicMonkey or Canva. Never be afraid of those. As long as they're high quality stock images, they can actually help you. I listed 7 or 6 or 5 or 4 or who knows how many sites where you can get good stock photos. But I'm telling you, hands down, the best one that is really free and does not get you is unsplash.com. You can never go wrong there. They have all the color themes. They have the best high quality pictures, and you can search like your subject you want to get. Most of the free ones, you have to scroll through 200,000 to find the one you want. But on Unsplash, you can search it and use it. So, yep, those are a few of those. So if you do want to really invest in this theme of Instagram and what your feed looks like, if you're a beginner and you might not have the best artistic ability, I think the scheduler apps are 100% worth it. My favorite is Preview because I could figure it out. So that's a big deal. I tried Tailwind, Plan. I tried a few of those, and they're a little complicated, and I just didn't have the time to invest. But Preview is perfect. If you look at the document, I actually put what I'm doing with Preview. I'm not very artistic, so I don't need a big color scheme. You'll see in the first photos, I have this black and white rug that is my life. I love it. I could just sit in front of it and take pictures all day. So that is my first picture. My sixth picture is the quote. My third picture is food. And I typed that out exactly on that document you click on with step-by-step how to do it. All right, number 9. This is one that I think we can do together and really help each other. There's this new thing out called Instagram pods. And what these are they are groups of, it says 10 to 15, but I think you could use 20 to 25. You just don't want to go higher than that. And this is a small group of people who are saying, I'm not just committed to myself getting better engagement. I'm committed to all 10 or 15 of you getting better engagement too. And you are going to agree to share and comment on each other's stuff. There's usually some rules just to make sure everybody's following it. But this is right now the hottest thing that is working really well to get more engagement. So 2 things that you should never do that I also did was, have you seen those follow to follow hashtag and all that, where if you type that hashtag, you all follow each other? Instagram hates them and they're gonna shut you down for it. So don't ever use those. Don't ever get into that where they're paying people to post, because they'll ban you for life. Instagram's getting really strict. So that Instagram pod is legal and it works like crazy good. Okay, so the last one is set goals and know what's working. Facebook has their own analytics to tell you how you're doing on insights, reach, and engagement. All the scheduler apps show you that. So you can, without even thinking about it, you can see your best times for your post, your best days for your post, and what's working. You should look at that because that will determine your next week of posts. So if people are really into nutrition that week, the next week you know that that's what they're wanting to see right now. So maybe you could post a little more about it. So it's always good to know what's working. And I know this sounds bad, and for Proverbs, it's not a numbers game. It's much more the quality over quantity. And I believe that for here too, but I think we do have a bit of a numbers game. So that's why some of these things will work. Because as we get bigger, Facebook will like us, Instagram will like us, and we will show up for people that don't even search for us, but they have the same kind of following that we are. And then I added a few extra random tips, and the only one I'm going to bring up because it's my favorite and the easiest is no social platform like the long links that a Google document gives you. They even banned Google document for that for a while. So there's something called Bitly. It's free. You go to Bitly and you create your own link. For that document, I think I put TFF Instagram growth. And that's the name of the link to go to the document to help you. So definitely look at Bitly and use those short links. And the biggest thing is to remember, in every circumstance, you want to create authentic relationships. And it is social media, so be social, consistent, and engaging. And I think that is it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Christy. That was great information. And she even included all of those extra resources, which is so, so helpful to have it in one place. I have a question really quick about Bitly. So
Yes.
I tried to use it, and I thought that it was like a paid version. So it is free to create.
So as long as you have the Bitly at the beginning, if you saw how yours said Bitly/TFF Instagram growth.
Yeah, I saw that. I noticed that right away when you sent that link to me.
It's free. If you want to take that Bitly off, it's paid.
Okay.
But you don't need to.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
So, and then do you basically, you call it whatever and you just like attach your link? Like it's just like an easy.
So once you create that link, a button will pop up that says copy. You copy it and send it to where you want.
Okay. All right. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We were also wondering, Diana had posted what your Proverbs Instagram is.
It's P31 OBS. So that's the OBS, and then the regular one is Proverbs 31 Ministries.
Okay.
And our OBS Instagram has really, this is where Instagram is giving you opportunity to make money from it, because it has so many features that are working.
Okay, awesome. So that's the one that you run, basically?
Yep. We have 90 volunteers running all social platforms.
All social platforms. Okay.
Yep.
Very cool. Very cool. Okay. Well, before we head off, because I know it's already 9:43, but does anyone have any questions while this is fresh in your mind? No questions? Okay. Well, you have the document there, you have the information, and obviously I'm sure Christy's more than willing to answer questions. Even if you want to post questions in the team page, maybe under that document, because I'm sure if you have a question, someone else has the question, and it would be a great place to have it answered. Is that okay, Christy, if we do that?
Absolutely. And I guarantee you, I had the dumbest question about each subject first. I'm known to have the dumbest questions at Proverbs, so you will be fine.
No question is dumb.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you again so much for all the time and effort you put into this and to really share all this information. I appreciate you so much. We all appreciate you so much. So thank you very much. And thank you, all of you, for hopping on live. I appreciate your time, especially it's late in the evening, and I know it's getting crazy with summer schedules, but I appreciate you so much hopping on. And I hope you all have a wonderful night.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank you. Bye, guys.